my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you like my videos, please press the like button. If you like them, also please subscribe. It helps. And thank you for your support. So, it is now 9:20 in the morning. I am at home. I have a chronic pain condition which I am trying to keep under control myself because I've gone to various individuals in the NHS, and you know, when there's a mysterious pain that they can't diagnose, you get diagnosed with atypical pain, and I suffer from atypical trigeminal neuralgia. My dentist signed a letter some years ago now saying that the cause of my pain was nothing to do with my teeth. It's in my bedroom. It's a signed letter by my dentist saying that he said that my pain was nothing to do with my teeth. I've been to the dentist since, and I've had various diagnoses from different dentists on this tooth at the back, saying that it's I've got an abscess and the tooth needs pulling out. Tried to get the tooth pulled out, but apparently the place said I didn't text them. I have to reply by text, and because I didn't reply by text, they cancelled the tooth extraction. Wigmore is too far for somebody to go to have a tooth extracted. I live on my own, I don't drive, and anaesthetic to me is a drug. And when you're dosed up with anaesthetic, you do not want to go somewhere like Wigmore and come back, do you know what I mean? All dosed up with anaesthetic. So I said, no, can you find me somewhere closer to home to have my tooth extracted? And nothing happened. So then I went back to the dentist. She said to me, come back again if the tooth plays up and we see if we can fill it. And the tooth went dormant. It went completely pain-free after I had a scrape and polish, and that's painful, you know. I paid nearly £60 to have the hygienist clean my teeth. I think it was in February this year, and the pain went away. But now it's returned. Something set it off. Maybe I've chewed on something too hard. I have been going out a lot lately and having meals, and maybe a hard food has triggered it off. So I'm going back to the dentist to see what they say this time, but I cannot afford extortionate prices. Can't do it. So what happens is it either gets to a point where the tooth and gum gets affected and it becomes an emergency and you rush to hospital, or as some people are doing, they're pulling their own teeth out. I don't want either of those things to happen. So I'm trying to alleviate the pain. I'm thinking maybe it's heartburn coming up from my stomach and burning my gums and causing these ulcers. So I'm using the Bonjela, I'm using mouthwash and painkillers. And I'm going to keep doing that for a while and see if that settles it down. If that doesn't settle it down, it could be that the tooth has become infected again. Right, so enough of that. Yesterday I went up to my mum and I stayed there longer than I intended to. My mum and I had a chat. Sue was next door with Barry, and Sue comes in to see my mum, checks on my mum every morning, and I saw Sue pottering about, didn't see Barry. I sat down, I looked at YouTube. I couldn't get YouTube to come on, so I put the ordinary television on the Freeview and flicked through channels, watched 4 in a bed while my mum was talking, as my mum does. My mum kindly did my washing for me. I'm very grateful. I haven't got a washing machine, and I hung it out on her washing line with her pegs to let it dry. And while that was happening, my mum ordered a takeaway for both of us. She had a pizza, I had a pizza. Now my mum ate some of her pizza and she gave the rest to me to take home. So my mum, I think this is a garlic sizzler pizza that my mum had half of. My mum ate half of that from Pizza Go Go. So my mum gave me that to take home. I had some chicken strips. I had some chicken strips with curly fries and some warm cookies. So I had some pizza, I had a few chicken strips, and I had also had a Snickers, one of Pizza Go Go's milkshakes. The delivery driver, about nearly an hour later, knocks on my mum's door, and my mum answers it. Max barks, because Max is with me. Max is my dog, it's not my mother's. Max barks. Hold Max. My mum Jennifer, who's nearly 80, answers the door to the Pizza Go Go guy. And he's foreign. He's a foreign man. You know, like the cleaners that come into this building where I live to clean the flats. And she's striking up a conversation with him. And he says, I'm married, I have a child, I'm going home now, I'm going to finish and I'm going to go home to my child and my wife. Mum comes back into me and she said, oh, he's married, he's a married guy. Well, you know, most men are married, a lot of women are married as well, there are female delivery drivers too. She comes in, hands me the takeaway stuff. I drink the Snickers, eat some of the pizza, have the chicken strips. And my mum's given me some Garibaldi biscuits. Garibaldi. And she says, she starts giving Max a Garibaldi biscuit. And I do apologise, I thought Garibaldi biscuits had sugar in them, and sugar's not good for a dog's teeth. So all I said to my mum is, please don't give Max a Garibaldi biscuit, because it's got sugar in it. And she went, no, it hasn't. Well, I didn't want him to have a human biscuit anyway. So if you don't speak up, you know, I don't want Max to have bad teeth, do I? So if you don't speak up, if you keep quiet, people, you know, if I think something is wrong or I disagree with something, I'm going to speak up about it. And if people don't like it, then that's not my fault. But I'm not having that dog getting bad teeth, okay? So she got a little bit upset about that. She went, I like Garibaldi biscuits. And she's got packets and packets of them, Garibaldi. I didn't want one, Max didn't want one. Simple as that. So she goes, fair enough. And, you know, Max doesn't get a Garibaldi biscuit. She's got the Sun newspaper by the television, the one that I got on Saturday. So my mum's now got the Sun newspaper, when I haven't seen a paper in her flat for ages. So we're talking, and I've obviously upset my mum. I didn't mean to, but if you know, I don't want Max eating sweets or biscuits. So I just sit there. I'm watching a film about 2 Australian twins. I'm watching a film about 2 Australian twins. One's a famous actress, the other one isn't. So the one twin is getting all the attention, the one twin is just a nobody, basically. So I'm watching that film as well, and I'm eating my takeaway. And my mum says, she's talking to Alexa. I've not been talking to Alexa this morning. So my mum's going, Alexa, what's the weather like in Chatham? Alexa.
It's 30 degrees Celsius with clear skies and sun. Today, you can expect intermittent clouds with a high of 36 degrees and a low of 22 degrees.
I've moved my Alexa up into the bedroom. Sick and tired of it. So she's going, Alexa, what does the name Priscilla mean? And Priscilla means ancient, old. So I'm sat there, I'm not well, I'm in pain, I've got ulcerated mouth, and my mum's going, Alexa, what does Priscilla mean? And apparently,
Priscilla means ancient.
There you go, Priscilla means ancient. Really, really old. And I said, Mum, you're older than me. I said, Mum, you're older than me. I'm 54. She's 76. So why did she say to Alexa, what does Priscilla mean? And then the other day she went, Alexa, what does Jennifer mean?
In Wales, the name Jennifer means fair one.
So
in Celtic, the name Jennifer means white wave.
So Jennifer means white wave. White wave. And she asked Alexa, my original name, Alexa, what does Genestra mean?
From vitaminSolutions.com, Genestra provides nutritional supplements which support condition-specific and individualized nutritional plans with over 350 comprehensive product offering in a wide variety of formats, liquids, capsules, powders, chewables, etc., and dosages.
I was told when I was young, my mum Jennifer made Genestra up. She made Genestra out of Jennifer and Genestra, and she stuck Jenny and Jennifer, whatever. She added the Nestra on. So it was Jenny and Genestra. My sister's second name was Amanda Jennifer. So my mum loves her name, right? So she named my sister after her. And she made her name up, my name out of bits of her name. So my mum Jennifer loves her name, which is good. She's proud of her name. But she told me my name was original and she'd made it up when I was a little girl. Okay, fair enough. So my mum's yapping to Alexa. And I'm just sat there, Mum, you're not me. You can't be me. You're a lot older. I know you're trying with your clothes and your makeup and your sparkly voice and your singing, but I don't see any bags of balloons about. And you know what I mean? You're not me. So stop trying. I feel sorry for you. You've got old and I love you. You're my mum, but you ain't me. And it's not provoking me. She can talk to Alexa till the cows come home. It really doesn't bother me. If that's what keeps her happy, let it keep her happy, but she ain't me. And going to Alexa, what does Priscilla mean? Ancient. And I said straight to her, I said, Mum, you're older than me. You're 22 years older than me. And my hair is growing back. As you can see, it's growing back already from that haircut. It grows back very fast. And I should be going back to the hairdressers to have it trimmed. And I'm not bald on top either. So I'm in pain, I'm not being triggered, and it's time to go home, as I said. And my mum tries Volks taxis, ABC taxis, Star taxis. No, we've only got 2 drivers. All of them, we've only got 2 drivers, nobody's working, there's no taxi to take me and Max home. Sue, next door, then rings the buzzer. And I answer the door, me. And she goes, how's your mum? I goes, Mum's all right, she's in there. I tells her, I said, I'm trying to get a taxi home and I can't get one. And she turns her back on me. She goes into her flat and says, oh, tell your mum I'll see her tomorrow then. My mum is now beginning to get frantic. She's going, you can't stay here, you can't stay here, you can't stay here overnight. I've got no bed for you. She starts saying ridiculous things about, I just don't want to go into it. She's got herself into a state. I say, Mum, well, I can't stay over with you, I know that. And I'm not well, I've got toothache, I feel sick. And I'm not well. I can't walk from Durrell Gardens to Corey's Road in the dark, knowing that people have been murdered down Luton Road. Right? I'm not doing it. So I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Max for a walk around your area in the dark and cool off. I'm going to take Max for a walk. And I've got bladder problems at the moment. Bladder problems, so I keep going to the toilet every 5 minutes. There's no way I could have walked home in the dark needing to go to the toilet. Right, I couldn't do it. And I had 4 bags of shopping. I had washing, and my mum said, you can't leave your bags here, you can't leave them here. So what am I supposed to do? Walk a dog and 2 bags over each shoulder and piss myself down the road? No. Walk Max in the dark by myself around the Luton Road. There was lads on bicycles swearing, couple of girls laughing, saying, oh, he looks like so-and-so, as I was walking past. He looks like so-and-so. Carried on, got back into my mum's flat, and she kept going on, you can't stay here, there's no bed. I went, I'm not walking home in the dark. She said, see if you can find some private